Hello and welcome to Up and Moving, which is a community-based physical activity program for the Upper Peninsula. My name is Isaac Wiedig, and I'm a graduate student in the Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology Department at Michigan Tech. The goal of Up and Moving is to keep adults across the Upper Peninsula physically active. Leading an active lifestyle is a critical component to maintaining good overall physical and mental health. Regular physical activity can prevent and treat many chronic illnesses. It improves sleep quality, enhances immune function, and even reduces the risk for severe illness if you become infected with COVID-19. Today, our team, consisting of graduate students from Michigan Tech, Lake Superior State, and physical therapy students from Central Michigan University, will lead you through a short 25-minute workout that you can easily do from home without the need for any special equipment. So go ahead and grab a bottle of water, a family member, or a friend nearby, and let's get ready for the workout. Hello, everyone. I am joined here on Zoom by a number of students spread across Michigan, including Michigan Tech students, Lake Superior State, as well as Central Michigan. And we're going to be leading today's workout together, and each of us is going to take turns guiding the group through different exercises. We're going to be changing movements every minute, and we're going to go for about 25 minutes total. So we'll have a lot of variety today. Should be a really fun workout. Is everybody ready to go?
Do this.
All right, so I'm going to kick us off here and start us with our first movement. We're going to sort of ease into things and use this first 5 minutes as a little bit of a warm up. So I'm just going to go with some knee hugs here. So you're going to be bringing that knee up to your chest. Put those hands around and give it a nice big hug here. And then we can even start to add a little calf raise in there. You can go up onto your toes. Good, gonna go for about 20 more seconds here. Great, and now I'm gonna pass it off to Tristan for our next movement. Tristan, take it away.
Okay, coming at you from Kalamazoo. Let's kick it off with some side stepping and a little bit of arm swing. Nice and easy.
Good, we're gonna go here for 20 more seconds again and then pass it off. All right, we're gonna go to Isaac for our next movement. Isaac, what do you have?
All right, guys. Hi, my name is Isaac. I'm reporting here from Sault Ste. Marie, Canada. So we're going to be doing some hip openers here. We got the Olympics coming up soon. I want us to imagine we have a hurdle beside us. We're going to open up our hip and step over it. Then we're with the other leg. We're going to go back over it. And now we're going to duck down and go under it. We'll go under it again. And we're just going to keep doing this pattern here. We'll go up, over our imaginary structure, open our hips up again. We're keeping our core tight. We're going to go under, and we'll continue. Make sure we keep breathing. There we go. Good job, guys. Keep your hands out in front of you for support, or you can hold your sides here when you're opening up your hips. Couple more here.
Good, awesome, nice movement. We're gonna go to Steve next for our next movement here.
Everybody joining in from Lake Linden, Michigan here. I'm going to start with a modified jumping jack. I'm going to put my foot out to the side here and swing my arms up over my head. Nice little modified jumping jack. Another option is you can step side to side. If you're feeling ready to go, you can even do a few regular ones. A few different flavors and variation here as we're getting warmed up for the workout. Probably feel like your heart beating a little faster, breathing a little harder. That's what we're looking for here to get you set up for our little mini circuit that we'll run through. Remember, if you need a drink of water at any time, feel free to grab one and go at your own pace.
All right, last 5 seconds here at jumping jacks. And 3, 2, 1, good. Then we're gonna go to the last in our lineup here, Sydney. Sydney, what do you have for us to finish up our warm up with?
I'm Sydney, reporting from Houghton, Michigan. So this last one, you're gonna make a T with your body and twist to one side and open back up and then twist to the other side. And so when you're doing this, you can try and twist as far as you can behind you, moving and twisting at your hips. Your opposite foot, as you're twisting, can kind of come up on your toes so you can get as much of a twist as you can. And similar to some previous exercises, try and keep your tummy muscles nice and tight, almost as if you were trying to get on a really tight pair of jeans and you're trying to suck in a little bit.
Ooh, all right, we're coming up on time here. I'm feeling nice and warmed up, ready to get into something a little bit faster, a little bit harder here. So I'm gonna go into our next exercise, our next movement, and we're gonna go with some speed skaters. So you're gonna imagine that you've got ice skates on and you're gliding down the ice with your skates. So sort of hopping or stepping from one foot to the other. And we can make this a little bit harder if you want to make a little bit bigger hop, a little wider hop from one foot to the other. Of course, you can always just step two. And as we go through these movements, you can sort of control the intensity and how difficult they are by increasing that pace. So the faster you go, it'll get that heart rate up a little bit higher, but it's totally up to you. Go with whatever you're comfortable with. We're going to go for our last 5 seconds here. I'm going to pick it up just a little bit at the end. And that's time. Good. We're going to go to Tristan for our next movement. Tristan, what do we got?
Okay. Like to keep up that intensity and do a little bit of knee to elbow for the next minute. And like with most of our exercises, you can control the pace and intensity as you feel comfortable. If you'd like for a bit more intensity, absolutely pick up the pace as you see fit.
Nice job, everyone. We got about 20 seconds left here. Down to the last 10. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we're going to switch to Isaac. What's next?
All right, guys, so for our next exercise, if you need to get a drink, feel free, obviously, but we're going to be getting into some lunge hops. So if we get into a staggered position here, I'll show us from 2 different angles. We're getting into this lunge position. We're going to come down, or leave our feet, and some mini hops. If it's too tough for you, then we'll keep our feet on the ground here. But we're going to be doing 30 seconds or so for one leg, and then we'll switch over to our other one. So we get going here.
I'll watch the time for us here, Isaac. I'll let everyone know when to switch legs.
Thank you, Isaac. All right, so we'll keep going. Different view here for you guys.
right, let's go ahead and switch it up. We're about halfway through.
Shake it out, guys. There we go. Now, obviously, be doing this at your own pace. If you feel that jumping is a little too difficult, then you can slow it down a little bit. Watch your depth. You don't have to go down as far. But we're gonna get through this. We got a lot of workouts left.
Here we go. Last 5 seconds. 2, 1. That's time. Woo! That one started to burn the legs by the end. Thanks for that one, Isaac. All right, we're going to Steve next. What do we got next?
And I'm going to throw in a dance move here for us, Isaac. We're going to do the little YMCA with a little disco. So hands up above, Y. Going to do an M, the C, the A. I'm going to do a little roll here. I'm going to take my right arm and my right foot and stick them out. Do another roll. Go to the left. Let's do one more to the right and to the left. Next, we're going to do an M for Michigan, a T for technological, U for university. We'll do our roll, stick our feet and arms out, go to the other side, back to the right, back to the left. Let's do a C here for central, M for Michigan, U for university, another roll to the right, another disco roll to the left. We better put in an L for lake. S, you could draw with your hand here. Another S, superior stage, and a final U here. One more roll to the right. One more roll to the left. I'll hand it back to Isaac.
Awesome. Thank you for the dance moves. Everybody's getting a lesson here today who's tuning in. All right, we're going to go to Sydney for our last one of this round. Sydney, what's our last exercise here?
Okay, so we're gonna come into a mini squat. From here, we're gonna come up and reach back with our spine. And think about looking up with your eyes as you're coming back.
Okay, we got about 15 seconds left here, everyone. And that is time. Good. So we're almost halfway through. I'm going to kick us off on a fresh new round here. So I'm going to go with, they're called mountain climbers. You can use either a chair or a wall. So what you're going to be doing is leaning against the chair or a wall in a push-up position. So abs nice and tight, straight line from your shoulder down to your ankle. And then you're going to be alternating, driving those knees up to your chest. So again, this works perfect if you're just leaned against a wall as well, and you're just bringing those knees to your chest. So here we go. Let's crank these out. And as always, if you need to make this a little bit easier or a little bit harder, you can control your pace, how fast you're bringing those knees up. You can make it really fast. You can slow it down. You can go from the chair to the wall. We'll get a little easier as well. Got our last 5 seconds coming up here. I'm starting to breathe hard. 3, 2, 1, and that is time. Good. And I'm going to kick it back to Tristan here.
All right. I'm thinking for our next one, we'll just do a little bit of a lateral shuffle. Cross your legs if you feel you're able, but please don't do anything too dangerous at home here. We're looking to work out, not visit the ER.
And I think too, if you need to make this a little harder, you can sort of get yourself into a little more of a squat here and sit back a little bit. You'll get a little more of a burn in your legs here. Good, got about 15 seconds left. Down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done with those. Whew, shake those legs out. We're passing it off to Isaac here.
All right, guys, now that we've been moving side to side a lot, we're gonna try moving front to back. And that is obviously if we have some room here, but I'm gonna start from the middle here and I'm gonna have a little jog to the front of the camera, give a thumbs up, and then we'll back pedal a little bit. We'll keep going, thumbs up, we'll keep moving front and back here. And obviously, if this is getting a little too tough for you, you can slow down your pace, you can walk it out. And as Isaac was saying, you can drop down into a mini squat. You can really feel that burn in your quads, guys. So we'll keep moving here. Good job, everyone.
I think the thumbs up is my favorite part of this exercise, Isaac.
And it's nice when we're all in sync, giving the thumbs up at the same time, but
I'm out of sync here. Good, we got about 10 seconds left here. Down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and one more thumbs up for everybody. All right. Okay, we're going to Steve for the next exercise.
Okay, thanks, Isaac. I'm gonna do a little marching in place here with some high knees. So just doing some stepping or marching, also driving those arms. Give you the side view here. We were doing some mountain climbers earlier. I'm guessing maybe the top of Sugarloaf Mountain outside of Marquette there. So we're marching here up to the top. Want to make this a little harder, really drive those knees up, drive those arms. Want to bring it down, I can do just a nice little step here. Just a reminder, if you do need a drink or need to take a break, by all means, go ahead, that's perfectly okay. You can always hop back in.
5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. That's time. All right. This is our third round through. We got Sydney to finish us off here. Sydney, what do you got?
Okay, for this last one, we're gonna take a lunge backwards and twist. Come forward, and then step backward with the opposite leg, then twist towards that direction. Again, as you're twisting, try and keep your core muscles nice and contracted and tight. Hopefully that twisting warm-up got your core nice and primed for this.
All right, we have 10 more seconds. Legs are starting to burn here, Sydney.
I'm feeling it now.
And 3, 2, 1. That's time. All right. Okay, shake it off here. Grab a quick water drink, your water break if you need to. We're at the top of the lineup again, starting off our fourth round. So it's back to me. So what we're going to do is they're called Heismans. And what you're going to do is you're going to step a foot in the middle, step the other foot in the middle, then step out, and then drive your knee up, and then you make the Heisman trophy pose here, like you're holding the football and giving a stiff arm. And then we're just going the opposite way and driving the other knee. So in full speed, it's going to kind of look something like this here. So side step, and then you're driving that inside knee up. Good, we can try to get those feet moving nice and quick here. Yeah, this one's getting the heart rate up.
Well, I'm just making up the pose, I feel like.
It looks good, Tristan. I like it. I like it. Okay, we've got about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's time. Good. And Tristan, it's back to you.
All right. I think for our next one, we're going to go with a little bit of a side lunge. Really stretch your hamstrings. And you can feel different muscle activation if you rotate your feet, or you can keep them straight in front of you if you can balance like that. If you want a deeper stretch, you can place out your feet a little wider each time you bounce into it.
Get a couple more of these in here. Last one. All right, we're gonna go back to Isaac. Isaac, what do you got?
What I got here is for as long as Isaac commands me to do so, we're going to jog on the spot here, guys. So obviously at our own pace, if we're getting a little too tired, we keep walking it out, similar to the march that Steve is doing. But try to jog in place here. For a little more intensity, you can hike up your knees, sort of like doing some high knees. But we'll just keep moving here.
I think it is okay to jog around the room.
Absolutely. Based on your surroundings, yeah, great option. Yeah, we'll do a couple laps here. Then you can stop and maybe go the other direction. A couple laps here.
All right, we're coming up on the final countdown here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to Steve for the next movement.
Okay, I'm still back to Sugarloaf here. We're trying to get to the top. We're going to do some ladder climbers. So to start, we're just going to step in place. Then we're going to use our arms. Go ahead and wiggle those arms out. Use those a little bit. Just going to pretend like we're reaching. Kind of overhead motion. So kind of simulating climbing up to the top of the mountain, climbing that ladder. If you want to make this a little more challenging, you can bring that knee up a little higher. You can go into a little bit of a jog. Keep those arms moving, keep reaching. So you pick whatever intensity or tempo works best for you. Okay, if you're doing the stepping and reaching, you're picking it up a little bit more of a jog. You get to the top of you.
10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. That kind of looked like it could have been a dance move too. I don't know. All right, we're gonna go back to Sydney to finish us off for this round. Sydney, what do we got?
Okay, for this one, we're gonna walk forward, trying to go heel to toe. You can use your arms out for balance if you need. If this is a little too challenging for your balance, you can leave some space, or you can bring your foot a little bit out to the side. After you get as far as you can go forward, you can walk backwards, trying to still stay heel to toe.
These are surprisingly challenging.
If you can, try and keep your head up to challenge yourself a little bit. But if your balance is a little unsteady, feel free to look down at the ground at your feet.
All right, we're coming up on time here. Get a couple more steps in. Woo. All right, good. We finished our 4th round through, so we are again back at the top of the lineup. Grab a quick water break if you need one. And it's back to me here. We're going to start bringing the intensity down just a little bit. So this last about 5 minutes is going to be a little cool down for us. I'm going to start us off with doing a little bit of a quad stretch for the front of your legs. So you're going to grab onto your ankle and reach that other hand for the sky. A little bit more balance work here for you too. This one can be tricky. And if you can't quite grab that ankle, you can always grab the back of your shoe or just raise that leg as much as you can without grabbing onto it. Either one of those works. Good, and I'm going to pass it to Tristan next. Tristan.
Okay, I'm thinking for our next one, we'll do a little bit of what we call teapots. lean to the side and bring your arm up and over. Do a little bit of a bounce to get even more lean in if you can. Then switch back and forth from your left and right.
Ooh, that's a good stretch. All right, we're gonna go to Isaac. What's our next movement?
All right, guys, we've done a lot of lower body exercises during this workout here. So we got to stretch out our hamstrings a little bit. So I'd like us to get our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width here. We can hinge at the hips. We can come up and we can come down and touch as far down as we can. If you can touch the ground, great. If you can't, as far down as you can. And then we're going to move to the side and just try and grab our ankle here. And we should feel a stretch in our one leg here. And then once you feel a little bit of a strain, you can come back to the middle. You can come back up again, down, and then we can grab our other leg here. And as you're doing this, you can manipulate your stance to make it a little more comfortable for you. You can go wider, or you can go a little smaller if you need it a little tougher. But then we can come back to the middle. Back up and shake it off here.
Ooh, all right. So we're gonna go to Steve next.
Okay, thanks, Isaac. I'm gonna do a little bit of a general twisting stretch here, twisting motion. So feet about shoulder width apart. Gonna put my arms out to the side here, get back in the camera. And I'm just gonna kind of twist back and forth here. You might find that your one leg, your toes on the ground, but your heel pops off. That's okay. Might feel this in the low back, maybe in the arms. Just a good twisting motion here.
Gonna get a couple more in here, and then we've got our last movement for the day. We'll pass it off to Sydney. What's our last one gonna be?
Last one will be a little similar in terms of the stance, but we're going to start with our thumbs facing towards in front of you, and then take your arms back towards behind you and have your thumbs face the back. You bring them forward and back, just trying to open up your chest, and then your back. As you come back, you can give your shoulder blades a nice squeeze.
Good. We'll get a couple more of these, get a couple more good stretches in. Ah, perfect. All right. Well, we did about 25 minutes of exercise there. I'm feeling great. Had a lot of fun. That was a great workout. So thank you to everybody here on the Zoom call that joined me. And thank you all for watching. We hope that you enjoyed the workout. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope that you enjoyed the workout. We want to encourage all of our viewers to find ways to sit less and move more throughout the day, and try to achieve the recommended 150 minutes of physical activity per week. If you need help finding ways to stay physically active, please visit our website upandmoving.org, where we offer free live and recorded virtual workouts that you can follow along with from home. We also offer a free workout DVD that you can order at our website or by calling the number on your screen, 906-487-2324. We hope to see you at our next workout here on ABC 10, which will be on August 8th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, stay active and stay healthy.